Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope that you are all doing well. I guess it's not afternoon. Where are you at, Alicia?
I'm in Washington State, and it is still very much morning. It is 10 a.m.
Good AM. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
I hope that you guys are doing well. As you know, every single Tuesday we go live to talk about something that pertains to you guys, virtual assistants, getting started in your business, conquering fears. And today we're talking tech. I'm so excited because we have Alicia, who is our SavvyVault Director. She is the one that is in charge of our tech training membership and all the courses that are constantly being added to that membership. So we just thought we would just kind of hang out today, talk about tech, talk about what's new inside of SavvyVault, what is some of the tech that you guys need to be updated about as VAs, what are some of the things that we're loving right now. And so, yeah, I'm super excited to hang out with you guys. As always, thank you for joining us on these Tuesdays. It's just a cool opportunity for us to get to go live and hang out with you all. Before we get started, I hope that you guys are excited for the holidays. Are you doing anything special for Thanksgiving, Alicia?
We are having Thanksgiving here, which we've kind of started to do. As you know, we have 5 boys, so it's hard for us to go places. We're homebodies, so everyone's coming here.
Oh,
I'm
that'll be
excited.
fun.
Yeah.
We do like Christmas. Christmas is at our house. Like
Okay.
our kids wake up at our house Christmas Day, but Thanksgiving
Yeah.
we still go to my mom's. So I'm super excited
That's fun. Yeah.
for that. Well, cool. We are, we're doing Thanksgiving and we are doing something different this year. For the past few years, we've always done a Black Friday sale.
Right.
And we were like, you know what? We just want to give our team off on Black Friday. We just don't want to go into the hype of everything that is Black Friday. However, we did pull together something really special for Cyber Monday. So we have a wait list for it. If you want to check out what our Cyber Monday sale is going to be, kind of as you're planning out your different purchases. If you are, kind of newer to your VA business or wanting some of the processes, documents, templates that you need to get started, we're going to have a really great Cyber Monday sale. So I wanted to mention that before we start talking tech, because you want to make sure to put that on your calendars. So let me know in the comments what you guys are doing for the holidays. I would love to share in your traditions if you have any good ones for us. I feel like before we talk tech, let me tell you one thing. So we accidentally started this terrible tradition. So bad, okay? So 3 years ago, we decided there's this so we live close to Branson, Missouri, right? Which is like, we call it like Vegas for senior citizens. It's like super hokey. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love Branson. They're literally all the time, but there's just, a lot of just different like kitschy things. And there's this indoor water park. And after Thanksgiving, we were like, hey, let's drive down after Thanksgiving, after the meal, and go to this indoor water park.
Oh, fun.
So we go home, grab our stuff, go. The day after Thanksgiving, we put on our swimsuits and go to the water park. And we were like, this is a terrible idea. The last day of the world that I want to be wearing a swimsuit. Like, why did we do this? So we're like, this is a bad idea. Let's never do this again. That was 2018. 2019 comes around. And we're like, okay, well, we've got off, after Thanksgiving.
Right.
Kids have off. Like, let's go up to Great Wolf Lodge in Kansas City. We've never been there before. They have this whole Christmas thing. It's also an indoor water park. And we literally, and then we were like, oh my gosh, we did this 2 years in a row. Like, is this a tradition? Do we go to water parks after Thanksgiving?
Oh my gosh.
We didn't do anything last year because of COVID. So it's like this year, I feel like it's going to, we've got to break the cycle. Yeah. Told Rob, I know everything in you is going to want to go to a water park after. He was even talking about it. He's like, we can go back to Great Wolf Lodge. I'm like, no, this is not a tradition.
I feel like third time's the charm. Yeah, if you go again, then it's set.
It's set. I literally could never change it. So
that's too funny.
All right. So tell me if you have better Thanksgiving traditions than going to a water park after
I
Thanksgiving.
love it.
All right. So we're going to talk tech today. We're going to talk about the tech that you need as virtual assistants, talk about what's going on inside of our tech community, and just kind of have a time for you to do Q&A around the tech that you need in your business. So first of all, if people don't know who you are, Alicia, why don't you go ahead and do a quick intro?
Sure. My name's Alicia. I am the SavvyVault Director here at Virtual Savvy. And so I handle all things SavvyVault related, the management, the implementation, updating courses. That's me. So it's so much fun. I love listening to you guys and hearing what you guys need and being able to put it into the SavvyVault in some way, shape, or form. So I'm also a mom of 5 boys. So I'm very, very busy in that way also. I've been married to my husband for 14 years, and we live in the gloomy but beautiful Pacific Northwest. Like there is such a thing.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, so excited. If you guys haven't checked out SavvyVault before, it's such an incredible resource. It's at SavvyVault.com. It is a place where you can, it's like, we call it like the Netflix of tech trainings.
Yes, I love that.
But it's essentially, like, what tech do I want to learn today? And you can kind of scroll through and say, oh, I want to take a ConvertKit course. I want to take a Trello course or whatever it may be. And so, so good. Over 70 tech courses now, right?
Yeah, actually, we just hit 75.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Countdown to 100. I can't wait.
Cool. So let's just talk a little bit about tech in general. Like what are we seeing right now? And if you guys have comments too, let us know. Like what new tech are you curious about? Is there something new that you've discovered? Or what tech? Maybe it's even an older tech, like an older piece of software, but something that you're just like really into, something that you're really loving right now. And I'd love to hear from you, Alicia. What are you loving right now?
Okay, so it's pretty basic, but it's something that is new-ish. And it's been really, really helpful. And I'm sure you know about it, Abby, because you use StreamYard all the time. But I just discovered their pre-recorded option. So you can record a live and then set it to run at the time that you specify. So it does say it's pre-recorded. So, your viewers will know it's pre-recorded. But I have had to use that a couple times on times when I've been out of the office unexpectedly. And I just really love that they have that option. I think it's a pre-recorded live.
We get asked every time we go live. People are like, "What software are you using?" StreamYard.
Yes,
I really like it, and it's only messed up on us one time, and it wasn't StreamYard's fault. It was like last week, and it was Facebook's fault, not StreamYard's fault. So, it's a tech tool that I really, really love as well.
Yeah.
Something, we don't have a course of this inside of SavvyVault, but just something that we've started using recently over, we're building another company, if you guys don't know, called Hello Savvy. It's going to be a marketplace for freelancers and clients to connect. And we have started using a tool called Woodpecker, and I really love it. And so it's a way to send outreach emails that are kind of automated, but still personalized. So you can put in like, so like you guys could do a whole outreach campaign on like a campaign on getting on podcasts or a campaign of reaching out to dream clients, right? And so you come up with like a template, but then you have these little snippets that you customize. So if you came up with a list of like 50 dream clients, then you could have like a template of how you're going to reach out to all of them, but then have these little snippets that you could personalize. And what's cool about it is that it will like auto send it out. It'll say who's opened it, who's clicked on it, whatever. And then there's like, you can put in follow-ups as well. And so if they haven't opened the email, then it'll like auto follow up with them like, hey, just wanted to catch up and see if you had a chance to look at this or whatever.
Wow.
And there's like tutorials on how to do good campaigns too. We've been really impressed with it. And so that's like a tool that is newer, at least it's newer to us, that I'm really loving right now. Let me know in the comments if there's something that you guys are really into right now. Anything else, Alicia, that comes to mind?
I do have one more thing. So, and this is, I guess we'll be talking about this more in detail later, but one of our new courses coming out in December, a little sneak peek, is Google Workspace. So it's going to completely replace the Google Suites course that we have in there. Because as you know, Google Workspace had been completely revamped and updated. So
Mhm.
I'm just learning so much through like putting this course together for our students. Like, wow, there's so much you can do with it. And that's just been a lot of fun to learn more about the Google Workspace.
That's so awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we use Google for so much. I feel like
Everything. Wow.
the top tools we use here at the Virtual Savvy are like Slack, just Google Workspaces in general.
Mhm.
ClickUp is a huge one for us.
Mhm.
And ClickUp just added a new thing called White Space, or I think it's called White Spaces too,
Mhm.
where it's like a place where you can just like create like, it's basically like a blank piece of paper, which is
Yeah.
like, as an entrepreneur, there's nothing more exciting to me. I literally always have like a blank notebook just sitting at my desk because
Yes.
it's my favorite thing, like a blank piece of paper. And so I love it that ClickUp's like, we're going to add something revolutionary. It's a blank piece of paper. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it.
I love it.
I love it so much.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing. So true. Oh, funny. Awesome. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if there's anything that you guys are just loving right now, any piece of tech that you're obsessed with. So
Mhm.
let's talk a little bit as you guys are kind of commenting, posting below. Let's talk a little bit about SavvyVault, because some
Mhm.
people don't know, and this might like get your brain running too, even if you're already a SavvyVault member or if you're not. Let's just talk a little bit about like what's new inside SavvyVault, the courses that we have already. In fact, I might just share my screen
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
show you guys if you've never seen behind the scenes of or if you're just like maybe you're not ready to join SavvyVault, but you're like, hey, I would just like to know kind of what tech is out there for virtual assistants. If you guys
Mhm.
have questions about any of these different software, then
Mhm.
go ahead and drop them in the comments as well. So
Mhm.
some of the tech that we teach inside. So we kind of start off with just a little welcome, like, hey, when you first join SavvyVault, here's
Mhm.
you need to go through these 3 courses first. But then it really is kind of like a pick and choose. And so we're always updating our platforms too. So Active Campaign, that's one that we've had for a while, but we just came up with like an update to it, right?
Mhm. Mhm. The, Active Campaign is actually brand new.
Is it? Did we not have
We
one?
we
Man,
actually didn't. We had talked about it for a long time, and so we finally did put one in there. And so that's a whole brand new course. But you're exactly right, Abby. We have other courses in there that have just completely replaced the old course. So it is essentially a brand new course, but it's an update from what we used to have in there.
awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so many good ones. And I love that like we have tech in here that are different options. So for you guys, if you're looking for like a I want a project management tool,
Mhm.
like kind of an all-in-one thing. Well, we have Adminja in here, we have a Dubsado course
Mhm.
in here, we have a Honeybook course. So like there are options for whatever you guys are
Mhm.
looking for. And then
Mhm.
we always also have like subject courses. So not all of it's tech. Sometimes it's like,
Right.
hey, let's learn like how to create an online course. Hey,
Mhm.
let's learn event management or Facebook ads. So some of them are really specific, like, hey, here's an email software platform like Flowdesk, but some of them are just these kind of specialized skills. So
Mhm.
email marketing, um, you know, different like skills or social media
Mhm.
platforms.
Mhm.
So it's not like one tool necessarily, but it's just how do I do this platform well? And then we
Mhm.
have like the ones that are recently updated or new ones.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, do you want to go over maybe some of the ones that are new or
Yeah.
updated and kind of some of the things that you're excited about with those?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So just a little bit. So what we have had new in November, we've had our Pinterest course, as you can see there, is brand new. That's actually one of the ones that we did have a Pinterest course in there, but we created a brand new course to completely replace that. Because as you know, things are changing so fast all
Pinterest
the
has
time.
changed, made more changes, I feel like, than any
Yes.
other platform.
Yes. And Melanie, who is the instructor for this course, she's also our Savvy System Director. She was like, there are more changes coming even after this, but we're just going to do the best we can and keep it updated. So this is one that I'm sure we'll be updating, multiple
Yeah.
times as we go. And then the other new course for November was the Active Campaign course, which we
Mhm.
saw in the beginning. Super excited about that one. That's one that we've had tons of requests for. So I'm glad that we finally have that in there. And now I think we have all of the main email platform options inside the SavvyVault. So that's really exciting too.
Yeah, all the ones that we recommend to you guys, which is like Active Campaign, ConvertKit, MailChimp, all of those, right?
Yeah, Flowdesk, MailerLite. We got them all in there. So that's really fun. In December, we're looking at, like I mentioned, Google Workspace. It will be coming, very exciting. That one is huge. Like, it's super in depth. If you want to learn the ins and outs of Google Workspace, that's the course that you'll want to take.
Awesome.
So I'm really excited for that one. And then we're coming out with a brand new Facebook course also right before some probably major changes take place, which we'll be updating. But yeah, excited for that one too.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I love this. And, one of the things that we did pretty recently as well is actually give you guys a course time. And so you can see some of them, we get this question a lot, like, how in depth are these courses, or how long are they? And a lot of them, it kind of just depends on the platform. So like what we're talking about here is, we were just talking about StreamYard. That's the streaming software that we use. Well, it's a really simple tool, you guys. Like, there's not a whole lot to this streaming software. And so it's a 17-minute course, right? Whereas Squarespace is very, very comprehensive. We even still consider this a 101 course, because there's even more that you could do as far as customizations. But this is like, hey, if you want to set up a Squarespace website and be able to set up Squarespace websites for other people, then here's the course for that. And it's a 2-hour and 41-minute course. So I love that we've added this, because it definitely helps to understand, like, okay, how in-depth is this course? What am I really getting out of it? Or maybe even how in-depth is this software? Adding StreamYard is not going to be as much of a comprehensive service to offer as like doing Squarespace websites, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we try to remind people too that the intent of the SavvyVault isn't to be an all-encompassing way to learn any specific platform. We hope to provide a tutorial for people to be able to hop in and get started and be able to start the process from start to finish, and have a working tool at the end. But if you're wanting to really deep dive, that's not necessarily what the SavvyVault's for. We want you to have a working knowledge of whatever it is, the course that you're learning.
Well, and I think that's what we've had requested of us too, because if somebody is like, man, I want to be a Pinterest manager, right? Like, come in, take our Pinterest course. It's going to give you the basics to get started. But it also gives you the ability to say, like, okay, I know this is really what I want to do. So let me dive into some of the other resources that are out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We want you to be able to get a feel for it, so that just like what you said, Abby, you can either say, I want to learn more about this, or you might be able to get started with it. Like, we have 3 Pinterest courses in there between Pinterest management.
Pinterest maybe isn't the best example, because we have a really good Pinterest suite.
That one's a good one. That's a good deep dive. But I would say, all in all, like, that's our goal is for you to get a feel for if that's a niche you want to pursue, or a platform you want to pursue.
Yeah. Awesome. So we've got a couple questions, and I know you've been deep diving into Google. So Google Suite and Google Workplace, what's the difference between the two of those?
Ew, that's actually a really good question, and I might not be the best one to answer that. I knew Google Workspace does like everything, and it was stuff that maybe Google Suite did that I just wasn't aware of. So maybe you have more info on that, Abby. I can't really compare the two, as I wasn't super working hard in Google Suite before starting Google Workspace, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think that's so as far as I understand, like, it's really it's similar. It's basically like their updated version, right? Like, so it is at the core the same. They've just been changing a lot lately to make it more seamless. And so it's like just all these new features that they're basically like, because we're going to like, because we're going to like be launching all of these so you guys already know that like when you're using Google, there's so many different things, right? There's like actual Gmail, there's Google Docs, you can have Google Meet, you can be doing all of these different things. And right now you basically have to like go and sign in to each one, and there's not like a good toggle between all of them.
Yeah.
And so from what I understand, Google Workspace is like hey, this is the one-stop place to access all of those things in a really easy, simple way.
I think that's a great description of it. Something else, and like I said, I don't know if this is new or not, but it's new for me, is the Google Chrome extension, where you can have a hub in Google Chrome. So you just have everything in that one hub. It seems similar to me as like Wavebox or something like that, where everything's in one. And that's really cool. I've been using that for work and then a personal side too, so that everything is just like linked to each individual Google Chrome. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So one of the questions we got too is, Abby, is there a list of applications in SavvyVault with a brief description of which one is used for? So right now, if you go to the SavvyVault.com, which is or just SavvyVault.com, if you go to one of those, you're gonna see here. In fact, I'll show you because I can. Here it is. So this is when you go to SavvyVault.com, what you're going to see, right? And so we keep this updated with like the courses that are in there. However, they're not like a description of what each platform is. We have in the past done like, let me just do, so on our YouTube channel, it's like, hey, here's the 50 best tech tools, and where we go through and literally talk about some of our favorite tools, and most of those are inside of SavvyVault. But I don't know if right now we have like a description of here's every course and a description of what they are, but that's a really good idea.
That is a really good idea. I'm going to write it down because I love that idea.
I know, we're like, hey, we should do that. So
we actually, students have asked for something similar, just something like all in one place. So I love that idea.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. So we have all of them kind of listed here, and then all of, all bonuses that you get by joining.
Right.
But as far as like an actual document that says what all of them are, we don't have that currently. So good idea. Yeah, all right, cool. I had another question down here. Have you guys heard of Same Page? I have not. One of my clients uses it as a tool to communicate with their team. I've been loving it. I've not seen a lot of trainings on it. She's able to chat, video, add to-do lists, more organized and Trello. So it kind of sounds like an Asana plus Slack is what it sounds like. That's really cool. No, we'll have to check it out.
That's cool. I'm writing that one down too.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. There's new software coming all the time, you guys. And that's why we love when you guys share with us what you're finding, because there's not like there's just one place to just, oh, where's all the new software, right? So we try to update you guys as much as possible when there's new stuff, but a lot of times we're learning from you just as much as you're learning from us. So very cool. I love it. And then there's the link to SavvyVault, thesavvyvault.com. Awesome. Yeah. And we love finding out about new tech. Like it's just, I did something the other day too. I wanted sorry, we're like a little jumping around, but another new tech. Oh my gosh, you guys, I went down this whole stream. Like I spent 2 hours with this new piece of tech, and I was obsessed with it. Okay. So it's one of those things that I think people are either going to love or hate, which is, I feel like most tech people are like, I'm obsessed with this thing. And people are like, I hate that. Like,
right.
That's how ClickUp is. People are like, I'm obsessed with ClickUp. And the other people are like, I hate ClickUp. Okay. So I used something the other day called Jarvis Ai. Have you heard of that, Alicia?
No, I haven't.
So essentially it's JARVIS.ai, Jarvis AI. And it is like artificial intelligent copywriting. So literally, I went through their little education platform, which was super comprehensive. Like, it was like a couple of videos that taught you how to use the platform. Because I feel like if you don't watch those videos, you wouldn't really understand how to use it. But essentially, I was able to write a blog post that would normally take me like, I don't know, 2-3 hours.
Wow.
In about like 20-30 minutes. it's like artificial intelligent writing. And so you give it, so you're like, some of my favorite things about Trello are, and then you just hit a button and it will like list out like things
It
about
like expands.
it, like
Wow.
expands, and then it's like, oh, so if you love this, here's some information about their pricing, and then it would like it fills it in. It's crazy. And it's
Wow.
not always correct. And
Yeah.
even afterwards, I was like, okay, like I wrote this, 1,000-word blog post in 20, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I would still have to go back and like add some personality and
Yeah.
kind of beef it up, but like the meat of it was there, and I was obsessed. I was like, oh my gosh, if I was still in my copywriting days, like writing
Yeah.
blogs for people, I would so invest in this software because it was, I was like, I could just crank out blog posts like crazy and then
Wow.
go back in on like a separate time when I'm in like a creative zone and add
Yes.
personality to it. So
Oh,
I
that's
was
so
obsessed.
cool. Yeah, because sometimes that's the hardest part is piecing together the meat of it, like you were saying.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's way more fun. Like that's, I don't know. For me, I feel like that's the tedious part. Like, let me get all the facts and kind of
Yes.
flow, and
Yeah.
then we can go in and make it like
Make it fun.
personal.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, I thought that was really
Oh,
cool.
that's really fun. Well,
Yeah.
I have another piece of tech, but it's not like software tech. It's like a product tech. And
Yeah.
I know I'm like way late to the game here on this.
It's okay.
It's one of those charging cell phone stands.
Oh yeah. I love
Actually
it.
won it at a retreat in the gift exchange. So
Yes.
I'm so excited about that. But I love it because it just does what it says. It charges my phone and it's on a stand so I can see it really easily. So
That's actually really smart. Mine are all on the table, like all the ones
yes,
that
the
are like
flat
the laying
ones.
down ones, the flat ones, and I don't really
Yeah.
like those very much.
I didn't know they had them in an actual stand. So I love that.
Yeah, very cool. I think it's still,
Okay.
it's hardware
It's
tech,
still
not
fun.
software tech, but it's still tech. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We always love jumping on and doing these live streams with you. And like we said, if you haven't checked out SavvyVault, you definitely need to. It is a month-to-month basis, cancel anytime, so you can kind of
Mhm.
go in, go out when you need to. But most people who come in end up staying.
Yeah.
Our churn rate is super low
Mhm.
versus industry standard, like how many people are joining and canceling their membership because people come in and they love it, right? Because there's just so much to choose from.
Mhm.
So definitely check it out, SavvyVault. And if you want to get on the wait list for our Cyber Monday sale, definitely do that as well. The virtualsavvy.com/Cyber Monday. You can check out what our sale is going to be. So you can earmark those funds if you need to, if you're tempted by, cheap towels or DVDs
Yeah.
or scarves or whatever people are doing. Like, do people do Black Friday? Like, do people go in stores anymore?
Honestly,
I don't.
no, I was wondering the same thing watching all these ads come up, and we were saying they're not even sales anymore because
They're
they're all
not. I'm like, people
like,
just hike their price. This is an actual sale.
yes,
This is good. Go
this
look
is
at
a
it.
real sale.
It's a real thing. Like our team was like, this is a really good value. We're like, we know. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna buy some. We bought an office space here locally, and we need to fill it with some like furniture and stuff. And we're like, okay, we're gonna wait till Black Friday, and we're like looking at some of like the pre-sale stuff. We're like, these really are not that good of deals. So save your money, wait till Cyber Monday, buy tools to build your business that's going to make you more money instead of cheap towels and DVDs.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you have an awesome rest of the day, and we will see you next time.
Okay, bye.